Yes, so 90s. This game, I'm actually older than this game by 2 months. It actually just turned 20 yesterday. Matter of fact. This is another one of my favorite games. It has absolutely zero sentimental value. It's just the fact that I like this. Firefly, how'd your stream go? I had you open on my other monitor, and you looked like you were solving puzzles, but you looked like you got stumped a couple times. Either that or I have no sense of time, and you got them done really quick.
You wanna know one game that I would love to be able to stream, but I have absolutely no way to do it? Fatal Frame 2. I have it for my PS3. That'd be a great Spooktober thing.
Well, I mean, it is, in Fatal Frame 2 actually a PS2 game as well?
Yeah, it's a PS2 game.
There's nothing stopping you from emulating, though. I mean, you have it, so it's technically not illegal.
Yeah, but I'd have to find... Like, I've never found a good PS2 emulator.
Somebody sound check me? No, this is fine. Gonna keep talking. Time for me.
Game's still a little bit louder than you.
A little louder?
Yeah, it's not like a comfortable, like, loud.
Not sure how much louder that is.
Like, it's...
It's
loud enough to muffle you.
How about now? Because I think I turned it down like a couple decibels, not accidentally turned it up. Da-da-da-da.
Sounds... I want to say that's alright now.
Turn it down. That should be fine. I'm gonna listen for myself here. Oh, it's... Alright, it's audible. Everything's audible.
Oh my
Come
god.
Big.
Me leg hurts.
Firefly. F.
Yay.
Am I too late?
Dude.
Irk. Hey, Venom.
Venom.
I see that you're doing your Evil Within stream too. I have it pulled up on my laptop.
He's
So
alive.
I forgot to
You're
tell
the
you, but I'm
Armstead
doing a
president,
lurk as
Kenneth
well.
Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
Creepy lurker.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
What is wrong with which man?
C4.
Oh, the man. He's tied up, and there's a bunch of like bombs surrounding him.
So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Fox.
Cal, if you're watching, right? You see what I mean by that's how you can tell who's talking. Their head bobs.
They look like they're having a stroke.
Yeah, a little bit. The
I've
gunplay's
been
cool
waiting
though.
for you, Solid Snake.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sure.
I'm like half-assed watching because I'm trying to fix my splits.
Yes, he is undulating because he's like I said, this is the PS1 era where oh my god, his hand is not attached to his body. I've never noticed that until now. It's bothering me. But they couldn't do facial expression. At least not in this this is not in this PS1 game.
Why they call me.
So that's why they bob their heads. Also, Firefly, I don't know if you're here when I ask your question, but how did the witness go? I had you open on my second monitor, and I don't know if you got stuck on a puzzle or if I just, lost track of time and it felt like it took forever.
By the way, I'm not muting it, but I'm turning your screen down a lot because I'm actually going to do a...
Cal, hit mute, right-click the tab that I'm on and hit mute, mute this site, and you can, instead of muting me, because when you mute me in Twitch, it doesn't count as a
I
mute.
love to reload during a battle.
So mute the tab and it still counts.
Alright, I did that. Because I'm not going to stream it, but I'm going to do a test run with new splits.
You can record it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I could, but like I'm not. I'm only gonna record it if I beat 103, because if I beat 103, that actually validates me for the leaderboard.
Boy,
So I wanna-
stop running.
I want to get consistent in beating 103, and then I can submit for a leaderboard.
Missed that. I got stuck on some puzzles. Did you at least solve them? Did you get further? I see that you weren't at the place where the two statues were when you ended.
Don't you want to
So,
I'm gonna pop out chat for your stream because I want to be as a moderator.
well, I mean, the only other person talking right now is also a moderator.
Yeah, but you know it's
Yeah. Ugh. Went alright. I've had a lot lower viewer counts lately. I'm hoping it will. I don't know, actually. I have no experience with webcams. I have an ugly mug, so I tend to not turn on my webcam.
Shush you.
But you
Stop insulting.
smell of
I
your own
got to the caves, I think. I wish I could help you with the name, because, like, I'd love to tell you what they're called, but I've never played it, obviously. This fight is a
What is
lot
it like?
harder. The Witness puzzle game.
I've also
Oh shit, I almost hit the tripwire there. And, guy's making like a bunch of
You're
moaning
pretty
sounds.
good. Just what I'd expect from the man.
Rook,
with
are you
the same
watching
code
too?
as the boss. It's been a long
Oh,
time since I had
okay.
such a good fight.
Rook watch.
But I'm just getting warmed
You
up.
doofus.
The thing is, it's hard for me to watch things.
This game's loud, so I need to.
Okie doke, have fun. Then there was, I don't know who's here.
You have 5 viewers.
Yeah, but Venom's lurking. Firefly's gonna go hang out with her husband. Still bed. You're lurking.
I'm always lurking there, so I mean.
I appreciate the views nonetheless.
That exoskeleton.
You recently hit 1,000 views, total views. So,
Hey,
you know, good milestone.
wait to hit that follow count goal, which is 50. I have
How many do
33.
you have? I have
27.
10.
I don't have any because I don't stream.
Who the
I
hell?
mean, I could follow you. More ways than one,
Can you
as you
talk?
should be.
Who are you?
No,
I'm not one of them. The
Did
DARPA
you,
chief told me
oh,
your
I thought you were
agent's
gonna test
detonation
out
code.
Nemesis,
What about
by the way.
yours?
I will, but I mean, like I've already played the game. I'm trying to test out new splits
Answer
for
my
Resident
question.
2 right now.
What about your code? There's no time.
Like, if I want to really badly, I
What?
can play
Now the terrorists have
Resident
both
Evil
codes and
3
can launch
Nemesis on
anytime.
my PS3. 'cause
It's not like
do
I
own the
didn't
game.
fight.
Yeah.
I managed
It's just
to
PC
resist
would make it more
Psycho Mantis's
convenient
mind
because that's where my
control.
Resident Evil 2 is.
He
I
couldn't
need to close
with
Resident
you.
Evil 2 now that I say
How'd you
that
do
because
it?
I don't have my
Surgical
controller plugged in.
implants in my brain.
Surgical implants.
Kind of like a
Also, by the way,
psychic
you wanna know
insulation.
something that
Everyone who
would have
knows
like
these
made
top
me
secret
really
codes
mad if it
has
happened like
Even the
20
DARPA
seconds
chief, of
earlier on my
course.
other run?
But the DARPA chief said Mantis
My
got his
controller
code by reading
disconnected,
his
and
mind.
when it DCs,
But
you have to
sure you
completely
heard him
close out
right.
Resident Evil
Yeah,
2.
I'm sure. In that case,
So I either
how
would
did
have
they
had
get
to
your code?
continue on keyboard or
I
reset.
never had any training on how to resist torture.
I imagine neither is a good option.
It looks like he had
No,
some
not
fun
when I
with
was
you,
about
all right.
20.
Oh, he's not human.
Lag.
I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than
Dead
even
leggy,
now.
bro.
His was
Dead
sliced
leggy,
off.
bruh.
Ha! You're
Ah,
funny.
shit,
lucky.
I'm like, I'm dead.
So the DARPA chief, is he
What room?
okay?
Dead.
What?
Fuck did you say?
That can't be.
We don't
You know, that's not what you promised, Jim.
I don't know at this point.
Shut me up.
Calm down.
Just say
What's
could.
wrong with you? I just
I said
told you I
could.
was here to save you.
Now I'm even more concerned.
I didn't kill the DARPA
Swing.
chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack?
It didn't work.
Oh, don't be a fool.
What didn't work?
Anyway, the terrorists have
buttons.
both codes now.
No.
Those boys
Butt
are
tone.
totally insane. They
Sing
wouldn't
me now.
hesitate to launch.
Setting.
I agree. But what do they really want?
No, it sounded like you said
knows?
Meow.
Maybe they're like us
Me
in the
Mao?
arms industry, always looking
Me
forward
Ma-
to the
me-
next
me no,
good
Mo.
war.
Me,
Well,
ma-
I'm not
me,
gonna
Mao.
let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the car keys.
Christ.
Car keys?
To override
got
the
so much
detonation code.
going.
I heard you had them.
Good.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
All right, cool. That's a reset.
Who?
Yay.
A soldier that was thrown in
Don't you
prison
love
along with
resetting?
me.
I can play Resident Evil the way I
Must
normally
be.
do, resetting
She
every
said
10
she had
seconds
just
until I
joined
get a
up as new
decent run.
recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit. Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I do have to
I'm
say
sure she
though,
is.
splitting is
She's
actually
green,
like
but as
a
tough
hard
as they
thing to
come.
get used to.
But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec.
you think Metal Gear
she
Solid
stole
1
it from the
counts as-
guard. If she still has it,
Yeah.
you should be able to
Oh, make sure you
contact her.
tag your stuff too.
I'm sure she still
Like
has
on
it.
your Twitch
What
or you-
frequency was she at?
Oh,
Yeah, like properly
Let
tag
me tell
things,
you,
or else like no one's gonna find it.
Because there's things like speed running,
Ooh.
any percent,
Sorry. I
that kind of
forgot.
How would
stuff.
I properly tag it?
Go on your
Oh,
dashboard.
that's right. It should be on the
that
back of the
it
CD
says
case.
tags.
Try to contact her.
I'll contact her
Ah.
right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
Cal.
Yep.
I was thinking of Dylan.
Me
You
hurt.
need to find
Why-
Hal
why?
Emmerich, one of my
Because he
employees.
messaged
Who's
us
that?
saying
The
or
team
asking
leader
if
of the
we
Metal
wanted to play
Gear
this
Rex
game.
project. A genius
When
in
did he
engineering,
message that?
but a little
Just
bit of an
now.
oddball. If there's anyone
Do
who
I have
can figure out
OBS
how to
open?
stop Metal Gear
That's
from
why I'm not
launching,
getting notifications.
it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy
Yahoo.
Metal Gear.
Where is this
Yahoo!
Emmerich?
Well, he's
Yippee.
probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Guy's like doing a head
The
bop.
amount of spent nuclear fuel
Yeah, I can
and
see that. This
plutonium
old fuck
is
with the trench
increasing
coat.
even today.
Yeah, he's got 2 broken
Have
arms.
you ever seen a warehouse full of
Fun.
nuclear material?
No.
Hey, look, it's a rocket. Where's that going, Nagasaki?
Oh, yeah.
As far as you can see.
Wait, Ryan, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Friendly jokes.
So
Fine.
they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
As long as I don't mention the Charlies in the trees.
And they're not even doing a good
Well,
job
you
of
done
storing
did.
it. Many of the
Cool.
drums are corroded.
You done did,
with
you
nuclear
did.
waste
Moment of
seeping
silence
out
for
of them.
Venom.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several
God, I'm
pounds
watching
of muff
Venom
are
stream.
reported every year.
Muff.
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves
So
that there's a
you got-
large and
Dude,
well-organized
okay.
black market
So
for nuclear
Ryan,
materials.
the splits that I found,
Since the end of the
I
Cold
found
War,
another
Russian
pair of
nuclear
splits,
engineers
and
in particular are out
like I
of
modified
work
them a
with
little
no
bit.
way to turn.
They're so much more simple, and like the splits themselves are like
In other words,
so
there's plenty of
spread out
available
from each
nuclear
other. I
material.
don't have to like
Scientists are
even
making a
worry
bomb.
about.
You know what I
getting
just
split,
noticed,
like,
Cal?
every couple minutes.
I want to tell you
Can have
something.
a
I
nuclear
haven't been even
weapons
turning down
program.
down
What
the
about the
game.
other
I've been turning down you
superpowers?
guys.
Russia and China still
Really?
maintain a
Means I'm gonna have to
significant nuclear
readjust that
presence.
shit later.
Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility.
Big
Question is, are we loud or is the game
Policy of
quiet?
deterrence. We need a
Guys are
weapon of
technically louder than-
overwhelming power.
Honest.
Well, I mean,
But the downside is I'm gonna have to go back and remess with that,
You mean Metal Gear?
so that way I can.
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of
Not
the cuts
fuck
in
up?
military
So that way
budgets
it sounds
due to
fine the next
so-called
time.
Peace.
I remember
Yeah.
hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among
Not
the
gonna
big
lie.
weapons makers.
Wait. Okay.
Yes.
When
And
did
after my
Metal
company
Gear Solid
lost
come
their bid
out?
to
It came out for
produce the Air
PS1,
Force's
right?
next line of
Metal Gear
fighter
Solid
jet.
came out
The
on
Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole.
what's
That's
today?
why we pushed to have
October
Metal
the
Gear
20th,
developed as a black
1998.
project.
Black
That is
Project.
like it looks really
Secret
good
projects
for
paid for by
like
the
late
Pentagon's
90s.
black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons
Actually
production.
impressed with it.
And no one can bother you. Not
I
even
am
those
older than
bleeding heart
Alex.
liberals on the military oversight committee.
I am younger than
Most
a lot of games. I'm a young. Thing is that I'm younger than a lot of games that I actually
I
play.
prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally
It's like, I
adopted
like my
after
retro
the
games.
results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and
And
your company.
to answer your question, Ryan, I
Yes,
feel
that's
like
about what I
any
expect
like
from a grunt like you.
PS1 title nowadays
This is
can
what
be
you
considered
paid for,
retro.
right?
Yeah.
It's like they're like early Resident Evil games retro.
The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
The only remaining
kind of
copy of
data?
it.
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to
By the way,
this.
I think the only
I
thing
hid it
that
from
like
that
is
sadistic
stopping me from
maniac while he
gaining
was torturing
time
me.
anymore
They don't know this
in like my
disk
Resident Evil
exists.
runs is
Make sure you report
I'm too
this to
safe.
Jim. to your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll
I
open
take
up all
safer routes to
security
grab
level
healing
2
items
doors.
when I don't need it,
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on
rather
without
than
me.
just grabbing
They got
stuff
my
that's like
password. They don't want anything else
near
from
me.
me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret.
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr.
Oh.
Naomi Hunter from
the experimental
Foxhound.
gnome.
She knows better than I.
Gnome of healing.
Naomi.
Not the
You've
gnome
got
of
to
healing.
stop them. If it goes public,
I'd
my
carry the gnome.
company and I are
The gnome
finished.
of wheeling.
Feels.
What?
I require
Does
gnome.
Metal Gear use currently existing
Just imagine if there was a healer
Beer itself
in
does.
Overwatch that like
Oh no, look at this boy.
that just like carried gnomes of
What
healing and
did
just
you do
bashed
to
you
me?
with them.
Cal, do you see this boy?
Oh, no.
I see the fat bald dude on the ground who's undulating.
Those
Yeah,
pentagon
is the screen
bastards.
blue and blurry?
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dying.
Having a
What are
strong.
you talking about?
Yeah, he's doing
Drank too much conch, now he's having a strong call ambulance.
Ambulance, is that what you just said?
Yeah. Beams and Don having a strong call ambulance. Rook, I remember the first time me and you both read that, we lost our shit.
What the hell?
Yeah.
There was one day that you were thinking about it and like you couldn't stop laughing because it was on your mind.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Umbrella was
Don't
behind
lie to me.
everything.
It looked like another heart attack, but
Some kind of
I'm
poison.
talking to that
well, there are lots of
that
drugs
police
that can cause a
officer
heart
who points a
attack in
gun at me.
large
And
doses.
he's saying that
For example,
Umbrella's behind
potassium
everything.
chloride or dioxides, but
Did you already
we
get
won't
the
be
how?
able to
How
tell
did you
without
get that
doing
far?
an
Oh wait,
autopsy.
are we talking about big guy that got
Snake,
like?
I want you
blown
and
up
Meryl
from the
to work
inside out?
together.
Can I trust
No,
her?
that's the
More than
Chief
you can
Iron.
trust
I could
her.
go
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to him. It'll
Get
take
in
like
contact with
another.
her.
Snake, there's a lot
About
of electrical interference
16
coming
minutes.
from there. It should be okay if you do
But I'll
burst
get there.
transmission like us, but normal transmission
Eventually.
is probably impossible.
Eventually.
Try moving away from that area.
Oh, will we?
Snake, get a hold of
Wumba
yourself.
way,
Calamity.
wumba way,
Naomi,
wumba way.
What the hell was that
Calamity.
ninja thing?
Slam titty.
A member of Foxhound?
Oh yeah, brother.
No.
Are you sure?
What?
Yes, we
Okay.
have no one like that in our
And
unit.
that's on stream for
Is that
everybody.
right?
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
If only I was
Make it
streaming,
as
I'd have it
weird as
twice.
possible.
Snack, I'm counting on. Callie, you a snack?
Yeah, brother.
What is your? I'm just curious. What is your recent obsession with going like, yeah, brother or something, brother?
One of my friends did it in school, and I adopted it immediately.
What a
Nice.
Me and
what a
him
tool.
call each other brother like all the time, and then someone was like, "Why do you two call each other brother?" And then we were like, "We don't know." And then we looked at each other. We were like, "Yeah, right, brother." And then they got really confused, and they felt left out because we didn't call them brother, and we never did.
Oh, call him brother.
No,
Okay.
he ain't my brother. It's also kind of semi-ironic because there's a popular Fortnite streamer who does it,
Oof.
and I'm
Cal
doing it
has
to make fun
adopted
of him.
cancer culture.
I already had it. Day I played Overwatch and League.
Loop.
So, Ryan, you know how I lost like 3 minutes on those statues because they wouldn't cooperate?
Yeah,
They're cooperating fine now.
of course, because you're not streaming or anything.
Yeah, it's all that pressure.
How do you think I feel? Why do you think I do so bad on Pac-Man? Like, I'm usually not that bad on Pac-Man.
Performance anxiety.
I actually don't feel too much because I'm having more of a casual conversation.
I constantly feel performance anxiety.
I don't think that's the right thing. I gotta grab my Metal Gear Solid 1 case because the codec, Meryl's codec number is on the back of the case. No, it was 140. That's what it was.
140.15.
You're right, actually.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out
Wait,
of
what?
there.
The
She's
one
like,
from
who are you?
prison?
And I'm like, I'm your
You're the
mom.
Colonel's niece,
Oh.
Meryl, right?
No.
I thought you were saying that to
not
me.
him.
I'm your mother, Cal.
Just exactly who are you?
I'm the
Your
fool
mother?
that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by
9
yourself?
and a bit.
You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know.
I literally never
How do
mess
you
that
know
up
my uncle?
anytime off
We
stream,
go
but
way
I will mess it
back.
up on
What's
stream
your
like
name?
8 times.
My name's
Feels
not
bad.
important.
Aha. Could
It's
you
literally
be
count to
Snake?
9 and
Are
a
you
half.
Solid Snake?
And that's all
That's
you
what
need to
some
do.
people call me.
The legendary
snack.
Solid Snake?
Every time,
Solid
brother.
snack.
Sorry about
Metal
before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But
Metal
I knew
dude.
you were.
How?
Big metal dude.
It's your eyes.
Don't grab me.
Eyes.
Dude, I'll
They're
never
not
get far in
soldiers'
this game
eyes.
on 1
They're Rose's
hour
eyes,
stream
right?
because there's so much
They're
cutscene
beautiful
and
companions.
dialogue.
Don't do a 1 hour
Just what I'd
stream, do like an
expect
8 hour
from the
stream.
Oh,
legendary
I'm not gonna
Solid
do that
Snake.
today. I
You
just
trying
wanted to fit a
put me
little bit
off
in
my
tonight.
feet?
Tomorrow I'll
Don't
probably do it
worry,
because my
you'll
class
land
ends.
back
Oh
on
shit,
once you
no,
meet
I
me.
forgot. I gotta
The
go to an
reality
interview
is no
tomorrow.
match for the
And whenever
legend,
that
I'm
gets
afraid.
done, I'll probably
Oh,
stream
I
some more.
don't believe that.
Why
Honestly,
did you look so
I would do
surprised
like
when you saw my
12-hour
face?
streams of just
Because
speedrun
you
attempts
look
if,
just like him.
like, you know, I had
You
the
mean the terrorist
brain
leader,
span.
Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know
Like
him?
the brain
You're
span,
not
you need
brothers,
to
are
actually
you?
say that sentence
have no
correctly in
feelings.
English.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows?
Don't
Why don't you
judge
ask him?
me.
But first, I want some information.
Silently
You were
judged.
involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay.
Carpet
But
bomb.
what is this place?
Excuse me.
I don't think it's just a nuclear
I don't know
weapons
where that-
facility.
Where that
Boy,
came
oh
from.
boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything.
I don't
did they?
know
Okay,
where that
you see,
sentence
this
even
place
came
isn't
from in
really
my
for disposing of nuclear
mind.
weapons. This base
It
is
is
owned
out
and
of
operated by a
nowhere.
dummy
Just
corporation
carpet.
of
I'm
arms
gonna
tech.
carpet bomb
This
you.
is a civilian base?
Carpet bomb me
Right.
with some
For
bread,
the
please.
development of Metal Gear.
Carpet bomb me with bombs, please.
Lockdown and the next
Ryan
generation
needs
of
food.
special forces were called here for the test launch.
You should totally go donate to my tips page.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special
Ryan
arm
needs
used
bread.
handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush hush.
I would donate
must
to
have
you if
fired
I had the
nuclear
money
warheads
to donate
before.
to you.
Why
Oh.
just this time?
I heard it was
I would also
because this
donate
was
if
to
I
be
had
a
money.
final test before the formal
know.
adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard.
I mean,
anyway.
probably not soon actually.
Sounds
man.
kind of fishy.
You
So
gotta
what do
have
you
a
think the
PayPal.
terrorists want?
Or it's preferred if you have a
Sorry,
PayPal.
I'm
at
not
least, like-
sure.
It's
I was
easy.
captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah.
This
That's
might
when
be
you
a
gave me the
reset because
detonation
I'm
code
slow now.
override keys, right?
You tool.
That's right.
Amazing, you were able.
I'm
to keep
already
him
9
hidden
and a
from
half
the
minutes into
guards.
this run, and
Well,
I might have to
women
reset
have
and
more
do it again.
hiding places than men.
I mean, it's better than
Anyway,
being
you met
50
Baker,
minutes in
huh?
and having to
How's
reset.
he holding up?
Yeah, I'm gonna reset.
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the Dharma
Because,
chief.
I got
The
bit by a
chief died
zombie
from
that
a
I could have
heart
easily
attack, too?
avoided because I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's faster just to get
Was either of
grabbed.
them
It's
sick
not.
or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
And it
Well,
put
I
me
don't
into
believe in
caution, so I
coincidences.
couldn't actually
Something
run.
funny's going on.
Well, I could run,
Hmm,
just like
Sounds like
it's
it,
like 2
but I have
times
no
slower
idea what.
to run in
Me
caution.
neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
Yeah, so it's
You mean
actually
Dr. Emmerich?
mildly
Yes.
unfortunate.
Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage
Actually,
building to
4
the
times in
north.
a row. That's really
Second floor
weird.
basement.
Four
So
nuts in
the
a row.
zombies
That's
at
where
the
his lab
beginning
is.
of the game
I
have
think
like
they're
random
forcing him to
spawn
work on the
patterns,
nuclear
and I've gotten the
launching
same
program.
pattern like 4 times
So
in a
they'll
row.
need him alive until that's done anyway.
Pretty
Good.
impressive,
Then we better
kinda.
do something before he
They can only
finishes.
You're
like
right.
spawn in 2 different
In case we
patterns, and I've
can't
gotten the
override
same
detonation
pattern.
code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal
Neat.
Gear.
You plan to
Oops.
take that
Damn.
thing on by
Dude.
yourself, Snake?
Heck.
It won't be the first time.
Oh,
What's the best way to get to the building where the
Bone
doctor's
Hardy
being
juice.
held?
there's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor.
Gotta go
You should
save the
go.
doctor.
I'm going with you.
No way.
Nah,
You're
I'll save
still too
himself.
green. I want you to hide
But
somewhere.
if he tries to save
I'm
himself,
not
he will dead.
green.
Oh, yes, you are.
Well, then he's bad at life.
You
He is
pause
bad
for
at
just 1
life.
second in front of your enemy and it's
Then
all
let him
over.
die.
Good
No.
luck doesn't last forever.
Being
I
bad
don't
at
know
life
what
is
happened.
dying.
I just
God,
couldn't
this
pull
is-
the trigger right
That's
away.
it.
I never had
I
any
love the
problems in
dialogue
training,
with God.
but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers'
How
bodies,
does one
I
be bad at
hesitated.
life?
Shooting
die.
at targets and shooting
When do
at
you know
living,
when life is
breathing
over?
people are different.
Dead?
Ever since I was a little girl,
We
I
see
always
nothingness.
dreamed about being a soldier. Every
How do
day
you-
of my life, I've trained my mind
Exactly.
and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen,
We
Meryl.
love the music.
Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For
The
now,
academy.
just think about keeping yourself alive.
Kodame.
Yeah,
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
grounded.
Okay.
Good.
Let
For
me
what?
try to say this another way.
Nice.
Stay the hell out of my way.
Am I grounded?
Sure.
You're a
Damn.
real bastard. Just like my
Only
uncle
because you
said.
asked.
Huh. I told
Could I
you,
play Resident
the
Evil?
real
Could
me
I
is no
speedrun
match for
Resident
the
Evil 2 with the
legend.
Guitar Hero controller?
It looks
I
like
If you
hope not.
actually could, then I would be impressed.
I really
Okay,
hope you
Snake.
can.
I'll be a good girl.
I mean,
We'll
why?
link up after I grab the doctor,
Bang.
and then we'll take care of the detonation node over.
Christ, Ryan.
Gotcha.
I don't think it has
Listen,
enough
I know
buttons,
this
to be
area better
honest.
than
I
you.
don't think it does
Call me if
either,
you have
actually.
Any questions?
Be
I mean, it is an
careful.
original
It has
PS1
all-
game, so I mean,
All
you just
of
need
the
a
right side
D-pad.
face
I'll contact you.
buttons,
All you need
and
is basically a
wham.
D-pad.
but the D-pad can't go left, right. They can only go up, down.
So I don't think you could, even if you wanted to.
Actually, wait, there's a D-pad on the
I mean,
Guitar
the PS4 Guitar Hero controllers have a
Yeah.
D-pad.
Hero. Yeah, the PS3 one as well. So I actually would 100% be able to. I'd have to rebind stuff, but I'd 100% be able to speedrun.
I kind of want you to try it.
Guys, guess what?
I'll try it later.
Killed a man.
Good.
You know what I
think
just
I just saw
realized?
you
It
do it.
showed me a cutscene, like when I was with Ocelot. It showed me a cutscene that I basically.
By the way, I didn't know that the majority of Metal Gear Solid was played like in this weird, awkward, like half top-down.
Isometric, sir. Isometric. God, fucking equip the gun. You wouldn't equip the gun. I'm upset.
Angled top-down.
If you ever play this, Cal, just remember, circle is the equivalent of your X button. Does that mean I have to listen to all this shit again?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, you didn't get to save.
Even if I did save, anytime I go through a room, like, if I were to save right now, or at least after this conversation, I would still have to redo it. Each room is a checkpoint. Saving doesn't matter.
Damn.
Oh.
You wanna know the one thing that sucks about this one that doesn't suck about the rest of them, though? This one
What?
you have to spam through it. Like, you have to spam through the text. The other ones, you can just hit X and then hit triangle and it just goes all the way through it. Or you can at least just hold down the button and it...
I mean, I'm used to button mashing in games.
Yeah, but this one, no matter how fast you mash, it does not make it go faster. It's the set speed.
One thing I actually had to learn recently when I was speedrunning A Hat in Time is button mashing is really hard to do because you have to skip dialogue extremely fast. I don't know how the top level runners skip it that fast. It's kind of stupid. Because like they skip through like an entire like 4 boxes of text in like half a second, and I don't understand. I even looked up how to like skip text faster, and it was like
I wasn't even looking at them. Right, no, I don't have box.
Acquire box.
I must acquire box. Okay, I did pick up the Famas. The famous. The dude.
Famoose.
Skinny goose. Got my
Skinny.
cardboard. Got my box.
Snake.
Hey Rook, what's the
unlock
plural
cargo
for
door
mice?
you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Not the what's the
Where
plural
I
of the
can
plural?
see ya.
Don't
wanna
move
know.
around too much.
Don't
Mises.
worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
Sure. What's the plural of
It
goose?
won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
It's guys.
Nothing.
Gonk.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with
Agreed.
infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed,
3,
gas is
4.
released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
In a bit.
Wait. You said you'd stay
that was
put and be a
10.
good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't
Fuck,
get
that was-
careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Dude,
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a
I
soldier.
catered it forward. The
gotta get
smallest
my
bit
hands
too much.
dirty.
Go
These
back in the
guys
hole.
are
There you go.
professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Never did like saying anything to about going in holes, but no.
The holes can be fun.
Phone?
Craft.
PC phone home?
Craft.
Craft. Craft.
Not craft. Craft.
Craft.
C-R-A-F.
Quaff.
Quank.
Kraft mac and cheese.
Craft. Chunky cheese. Chunky cheeses.
How dare they have the audacity to kick me out of an all-you-can-eat buffet? Where were you eat? What'd you do? I poked the rat. What rat? Chunky cheese.
Squeeze me.
Fucking chunky cheese. I used
I
to
fucked the rat. What rat?
I used to call the one every time that shit come up on a commercial. I used to call it Chunky Cheese instead of Chucky. So
I used to,
I said,
I used to
"Mom,
look
Dad,
at
can
it.
we go to Chunky Cheese?" I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese, by the way, but it's I used to call it Chunky Cheese, and looking back on it now is like the funniest shit. I don't need your Kodak call. We can figure this out, but I'm actually gonna go through it because if I don't, I'll probably regret it. Because I gotta
Be
save
careful,
too.
Snake. That airlock
the
is
highest
set with
quality
infrared
restaurant I've
sensors.
ever went to was one
You
that
probably
gave me
can't see them with your naked
dinosaur-shaped
eyes, but
chicken
there are
fingers, and I was
infrared
happy.
beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place.
So
will be
there's one thing I
flooded
like
with
about the
poison
scene
gas.
in Twin Snakes as opposed to
Somehow you've
this.
got to get through without setting off
You
those
can shoot
sensors.
the little boxes and turn off the lasers instead of having to basically die.
By the way, just letting you guys know,
What's up, Snake?
if and whenever we meet and we end up going to a restaurant, if there are chicken fingers on the menu, your boy be eating them. I don't care how old I am.
How old are you?
I don't care.
I said, how old are you?
I don't know.
Bye.
Is it okay if I forgot?
I don't know.
I don't know, Ryan. How old am I?
I don't remember, but I hate going through that shit.
Going through the lasers?
Yeah, because it
That
actually
reminds me-
seals off the room and then kills you with gas. There's nothing you can do.
That reminds me of the laser room in Resident Evil 4, except the lasers are what kill you. There's actually like a scene you get sliced in half. It's kind of hilarious because Leon.
Jeez.
If you like, it's a quick time event thing, so it's like Leon has to dodge them.
Well, I've been
Flipping.
raided
Who are you?
by
Call
Venom.
me
It looked like you gained one viewer.
Deep Throat.
It hasn't
Informant from the
updated
Watergate
yet.
scandal. Never mind.
Thank you for the raid.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
What?
Thank you for the raid.
Waiting to ambush you.
Rated
Who
you
are
with 6
you
viewers.
anyway?
Now you have 8.
One of your
Welcome to the 6 viewer 6. All 6 of you.
Now
Watch
there's
as I
9.
crawl. Qual? Did I say qual or crawl? I don't know.
Crawling in your crawl.
Crawling in your crawl.
in my crawl. This crawl that will not crawl.
I'm probably gonna lose here. Thanks, Juicy. Look at that tank in all of its polygonal glory.
The one thing about these splits that I don't understand is I don't understand whether or not I'm supposed to split after I've done the thing or before. So like before I've talked to Chief Irons or after I've talked to Chief Irons. Which one is it?
I think it's after, because that's like when you regain controls. Welcome everybody else that came from the stream. Send him a message. Boy, this message hurts. How is the stream going? Other than my friends who are talking to me on Discord, the chat's been kind of dead.
That's right.
I thought you were gonna say like, besides my friends on Discord, the stream's been going alright.
No. Firefly went to go hang out with her husband until bed, and then everybody else is lurking. Bad idea to go out there. Actually, moment. Toss that. Go, 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 go. Doggy. Ouch. It hurts. No. Grenade. Ah! I've been hit. Aha, fuck you and your tank.
Fuck
Bro.
you and your haircut.
Fuck you and your legs.
Cooking legs.
Fuck you and your eyebrows.
Cooking legs and ow, the microwave.
I like cooking in the microwave. Especially when it's meth.
Oh. Oh.
Dude, someone made a 911 call asking the police. It's like, hey, is it illegal to cook meth?
This tank will not get off of me. I'm stuck. Help.
It's illegal to kill people.
But Carl, that kills people.
Carl! That kills people!
Sorry, dead guy.
Why is Yahoo my default search engine? What the hell?
Yahoo
It should be
is...
Bing.
Yeah, Bing, for sure. Bing has to be the default search engine.
How do I change it?
Bing is the equivalent of default.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. I almost made racism.
Well, boss, I hope
Bong
you're
ching chong.
happy.
Shit, he's allowed though.
Rook's Asian though, so I mean...
With him a little longer.
Hey Rook, how's it feel being Chinese?
Rook, what nationality are you, actually?
He is just as you
Are you
said.
actually?
In
Yeah.
battle,
I don't think you've ever
he
mentioned
is
that to
as
me. I just know
if
that you're
possessed
Asian.
By a demon.
I think I was like lying.
I will
Yeah,
destroy
because you're a
your
racist
nest.
shit.
Oh,
I told you so, but I
Damn.
will kill you.
Kidding,
alright.
Cal.
General,
But you
I-
know, you just call him, like, one time you called him Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck?
Watch your tongue, shaman.
I don't know what to
Did you? I
believe.
don't remember
Which of
that.
the Sioux people
Neither do I.
soon
But I've said a lot of stupid
it
shit,
is
so
known as an animal
I wouldn't
to
doubt
fear.
myself.
I don't doubt it either.
Snake is mine now.
Thank you for the extra 2 people that are tuning in to watch us be stupid or listen to us be.
And then watch whatever Metal
He
Gear
and
is.
I will meet again.
Metal Gear is
Thanks,
a cog.
Rook, for joining.
The raven on my head.
Honestly though, like,
thirsts for
who
your
watches Metal Gear
blood.
for the gameplay?
I do.
Honestly, sure. I didn't have anything to like follow that up with. I just had a stroke, so you know.
So Venom, how was your stream? If you're still here. Oh, I didn't check the list. Oh, I ran out of grenades apparently. How unfortunate.
Cat?
No, I didn't
Who's
run
a
out of
cat?
cats. I ran out of grenades, Rook.
No, I heard
Grenade.
cat.
Cats are just like non-explosive fuzzy grenades.
I saw that
Polarize
somebody said
Be careful.
you were very low on health. How did that section end?
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to,
God.
Colonel.
What? What are you
Cal,
talking
shut up.
about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the
Bang.
nuclear warheads.
Decent.
Can't you see them?
The 5-legged.
Yeah,
Oh god, the
talked about
5-legged
the
lady.
power
Oh
of
man, I hate
Metal
that
warheads.
bitch.
Yes, they're all
Alright, so I
just
tuned in for about
nano-warheads. They
the
just
minute.
leave them here.
I've
President
got
Baker
left.
said.
I've gotta go.
Totally
Hey,
careless.
you gotta go
They're
now. It's like
working on a
10:04.
limited budget.
Yeah, I
They
know.
try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the
So,
grim reality of it.
see
Nastasha
guys.
knows lots
Bye,
more
Rue.
about it than I do. Her frequency is 1.52.
You kill that.
All of the warheads
Of
in those
course,
boxes
like
have
everything
their
else.
detonation mechanisms removed. so
Basically
there's no
one hit.
fear
Yeah,
of them
she's a
exploding.
one-hitter.
But if
She's
the
not fun.
warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
What if I want to blow myself up in a nuclear catastrophe?
I mean, I'm currently making C4 and Resident Evil 2. I can blow myself in something else. It may not be nuclear, but I mean,
Playing the whole game like that? Yeah, that's how I went through Evil Within. I still haven't beaten it. There's just something about Evil Within I cannot do. Like, it feels like it chugs. Oh, what floor am I going to? I gotta go to B. No, this is the wrong floor. 1. Boom. Going up.
On a Tuesday.
Tig is gonna make me finish it. Tig, how could you? I don't know if Tig's in, I don't know if she stuck around for the. But tell her I said, how could you? Ah! I get caught by that. Well, that's not fair. There is nobody here but us hams.
Ham.
No, don't take my box! Not my box! I'm out of ammo.
Eventually, you should totally stream Metal Gear Rising.
I told you I'm gonna play the Metal Gear game. Remember?
Did you?
Metal Gear Rising is a technically canonical Metal Gear game.
And I have played and beaten a Metal Gear game. Because I've
No.
played the hell out of it.
Damn it. Can you... I've never done this bad at Metal Gear. I'm actually upset about it. Heading to bed. Good night. Hey! Get up! Night, Firefly. Have a good night. Good day. Night. Morning. Time o' day.
Timo?
Hell. Hearing the children.
Timo's just a cancerous little rat from League of Legends.
What? Oh, this guy came here just to take a pee-pee. Alright, watch this boy.
In the urinate.
You dead boy? That boy be peeing. I kill him while he pee. He dead.
I like the sensor effect.
Yeah, it's great. Oh man, Firefly. Leaving. I'm gonna, if you want to stay up till at least 10:30, I'm not gonna go too late because I do have class in the morning. So I'll play until. Don't go. Ah! No! You fool! I'm gonna die. Oh lordy. The heck is what noise? The ring noise? That's just me being caught. You fool! You shouldn't have woken up. Oh my god! Stop! You tool!
Turdusky.
Oh my god, how many more people are there? Oh, that sound, that was me breaking his neck. When you killed the guy. Yeah, that was just the sound of me breaking his... Don't worry about it. Don't read too far into it. Did I pick up what I actually needed? Yeah, I did. Welcome to 1998, the year I was born. Game turned 20 2 days ago. I forgot Rook left. It's very quiet without Rook.
Which is surprising considering he never talks.
Yeah, it feels a little more empty, believe it or not.
I mean, it always does. Because, you know, he makes stupid jokes and it's funny. Unlike me.
Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's
You're
the
funny.
switchboard
It's
on the
just...
northwest wall.
But how?
It needs
I
to be
can't
funny in
reach
a
it.
situation
Use a
where
remote
fun.
controlled missile.
What's so great about 1998? other than Metal Gear being born. If we hadn't have been graced by Metal Gear, I wouldn't have had anything to talk about middle school through high school.
Honestly, I don't know how much of my life would have changed if Metal Gear didn't exist, because quite honestly, I don't know. I don't know what, like, what was influenced by Metal Gear.
Can't think of anything else of that.
Probably a lot of
Do I
stealth.
usually stream with other people? Not really. I was just in a Discord call and I didn't want to leave my friends. So, I mean, well, when I say not really, games like this, no, I don't. Multiplayer games? Duh. Unless it's Overwatch and I'm not feeling particularly social. For like yeah, I think I'll get through this fight and then we'll call it. I mean, it kinda is. I did that earlier to Cal's stream. He was doing a speedrun practice for Resident Evil 2. I was just watching the stream, but I was kind of commenting over it because he was like focusing.
Cut by some type of blade.
I would totally be happy to be your... Yeah, all these people are dead. Very dead. I would totally be happy to be your commentary if you want me to. Well, when I can, anyway. Don't you love the sounds? Sounds like dead.
Quite honestly, it's really hard to commentate over a speedrun when you're the one running it. So like, I have so much more respect for people who, you know, can do it.
Well, a lot of it's just them explaining what they're doing at that moment.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how to explain the stuff I'm doing in a Resident Evil 2 run because there's no like cool, neat tricks. It's just know how to run.
Yeah, there's not really any glitches.
Nope, but there aren't really a lot of glitches in many Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 4 is the most glitch heavy when it comes to its run.
Let's see a Resident Evil 5 run.
Oh no.
Boy, this guy's gonna pee his pants. Look at him go.
me and one of my friends did a Resident Evil 5 co-op run.
Who are you?
Fun.
Where is my friend?
Yeah, I think world record for New Game Plus Resident Evil 5 run is like an hour 30.
Oh, what
like
next?
We weren't too far off. We were about an hour. We were about an hour 50.
You're that ninja.
Venom, if you do find any good PlayStation 1 games, you can, of course, stream off of your PlayStation 1 with your capture card, or I mean PlayStation 3 with your capture card, because that's what I'm doing.
Such words are meaningless.
Is that Genji? No, he's cooler than Genji. Yeah, I said it.
Not wrong. Genji's lame.
I've waited a long time for
He just thinks he's cool and he wants to be his brother's brother.
His brother.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come.
Him and his brother share one property. They like showing off their left nipple.
What is it? Revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death.
This guy's cooler than Genji, though.
Only a lack in my soul finds
Sure, he can't summon dragons, but this fucker's basically invincible. He can get crushed by like a 18-ton machine and still survive for a couple of minutes before he finally caves under the pressure. But
who is it? What's his name?
Gray Fox.
Oh yeah.
Watch from inside there.
I need
Gray
that man.
Fox.
Keep your hands off him.
Venom, you could totally stream Crash.
Make me feel.
Get the other two as well. They're like super cheap, I believe, aren't they? Like it's either $5-6 a piece or 10. I don't know the conversion rate for Canada.
What is it?
Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. She has one already.
It's like, I want to say $8 for each. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't checked the prices recently.
It is the basis of all.
Well, I think like most PS2 games go for anywhere between $8
PS1.
and $10. Oh yeah, sorry, PS. That's what I meant to say.
It depends on what game it is.
Yeah,
oh well,
I
you
was
have
able to
them
get,
on the
like-
Switch. I would totally suggest streaming them from the Switch instead, to be honest.
The only experience I have with buying any sort of like digital copy of PS1 games are literally the first Resident Evil trilogy.
Oh yeah, well, the only problem I have with the first one is it's the director's cut.
Yeah, but that makes it funny.
Yeah, but I
it's
don't
the
want it to
same
be funny.
game,
I want it to
it's
be
just-
decent.
It's the same game with worse music.
No, you
The
can't.
dialogue's
You cannot get PS1 games on PS4. You can get some PS2 games. There is no backwards compatibility other than what they port over to the PS4, which sucks butt.
I mean, I'd like to try and just slap my PS1 copy of fucking Driver 2 in my PS4 and see how it handles it.
It'll just say unsupported format.
So bad. I'd love to play some Driver 2, and by that I mean no, I wouldn't. Driver 2 is not good.
I heard it was good.
I didn't like it. I preferred Driver 1. I'm not a biggest fan of any of the Driver games, to be entirely honest, but I mean, they're not, like, terrible. They're just weird.
Like old times.
At some point, I'm eventually going to actually run through Metal Gear 1 and 2, like the original Metal Gear 1 and 2 on the MSX.
You should do Resident Evil. No, sorry, not Resident Evil. God, what is my problem with saying Resident Evil instead of other game titles today? You should do Metal Gear Solid speedrun.
Oh, hell no. First of all, Metal Gear Solid speedrun, his name is Ninja. No, his name is not Ninja. It's just you don't, like, it's supposed to be like a do you remember me kind of thing, but Snake doesn't, so it just puts that there. His name is Gray Fox.
I remember that punch.
That's the reason why I brought up playing like the original Metal Gear 1 and 2, because you actually have to fight this guy when he's not a cyborg ninja in Metal Gear 2.
My Halloween costume, Cyborg Ninja. Sorry, man.
That's good, Snake.
Kidding. I love you, Cal. Stay away from her.
Ugh, I stepped over the corpse of a liquor and it made a squidgy sound.
And which game is this then? This one is Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear had 2 games on the MSX, a Japanese exclusive computer, just called Metal Gear 1 and 2. Metal Gear 1, or just Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge, I think it is. Or Metal Gear 2, something Solid, something Snake, I don't know. The reason why Metal Gear Solid exists is because Solid was supposed to stand for,
Can't be.
since it was the first game on the PS1, it's a 3D solid figure, so Metal Gear Solid. Stupid name, but, you know, effective.
I mean, hey, it's not
shit.
as stupid as Resident Evil. The Japanese version, like, the Japanese name is so much better.
But you know why they
Biohazard?
couldn't do Resident Evil, right?
Yeah, it was copywritten, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was going to be something named Biohazard.
Yeah. It was a band. But the only problem with playing Metal Gear 1 and 2 is it's one of those, like, early games that are either really fucking difficult or it's also, very convoluted. Very convoluted. So, I've beaten the first one. I have not beaten the second one. I don't know if I'll actually play Metal Gear 1 and 2. If I ever feel the notion to, I'll probably be playing it with, a walkthrough.
Hey, Lamau, Twin Snakes.
Wait, I'm confused. What, my game cut out. Which part did you hear? And Twin Snakes, I have absolutely no means of recording it, actually.
You of all people
Because,
should know
I
how
only
I
said it
use
because I know you don't like it.
No.
I don't mind it. I like the way it looks, but I don't have a way to record it because
It
the
happened before I
GameCube,
joined
it has
Foxconn
composite
Medical
cables,
Staff.
like the early
They
GameCube
were
models,
using a
but
soldier for
they're
their gene therapy experiments.
hella
I
expensive
never heard that.
because
Back
they
when
got rid of
retired.
the thing.
My predecessor, Dr. Clark,
They got
was
rid
in
of the
charge.
composite
Clark.
output.
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And the Wii
where is
composite
he now?
cables, I just need to find
He
some
was
because
killed in an
I have it
explosion in his lab 2 years
basically
ago.
emulated.
So what about this
Venom, which
soldier?
part did you hear me say last?
Apparently,
That way I
for
don't
their
have to
test
repeat
subject,
the
they
entire thing.
decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already
Oh,
dead.
well damn. I do have to repeat
Yes.
the entire thing anyway.
But they revived him. They fitted him with a
This one is Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 were on a Japanese exclusive computer known as the MSX, were later ported to
That's the sickest
Metal
thing
Gear
I've
Solid
ever
3's
heard.
bonus disc on the PS2. But Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 are like the very first games for this, and the reason this is called Metal Gear Solid is because it made the jump to 3D, so solid 3D models. Metal Gear Solid.
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
But it's really convoluted and really
Reckon
fucking
says he
hard,
died
so I
in the
probably
explosion.
won't play it, because it's like an NES, like an early
But
NES
even if
style
that
hard.
ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent
Yeah.
on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again.
Callow, you mindless
I
robot.
know it.
Yes, a
So
licker
you'll
just
fight
tried to
again.
eat me.
Until you kill him.
Licker.
I hate lickers.
I'd rather not. But
They're
maybe
not my
that's what he
least favorite
wants.
enemy.
Venom, you can actually get all of the Metal Gear games on your PS3 if you want. Metal Gear Solid 1 you can buy digitally. 2, 3, and Peace Walker are in an HD collection on the PS3. Metal Gear Solid 4 and then Metal Gear Solid 5 is also on there, but it is not ideal to play those Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes and
get
Phantom
out.
Pain on the PS3 because
We
it's,
can't
you
stay
know,
here forever.
those are on PC though if you'd like to do that. They're fun games. And if you'd like to play them, there is actually an order you should play them in for it to make any kind of
Metal Gear
coherent
Chief
sense.
Engineer Hal Emmerich,
So,
right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
after this
Oh,
cutscene, I'm probably
so you're
gonna
here to
call it
rescue
because the
me.
cutscenes. If
Sorry.
you're not a fan of sitting and
There's something
listening to
that I gotta do
cutscenes, this
first.
game's not for you.
Oh. Well, at least you're not one of them.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just
Which
twisted
one
my
do you
ankle
know?
a little bit trying to
Because
get
Metal
away.
Gear
Well,
Solid
if that's all, it's
2
nothing
and
to
3
worry
were on there.
about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped
3
walking
is
deathmobile.
objectively one of the best ones,
Nuclear? What are you
according to
talking
most of the
about?
community.
The terrorists are
I'm
planning to
torn
use
between
Metal Gear
Peace
to
Walker
launch a
and
nuclear
3,
missile. You
but
telling
3
me you
is a
didn't know?
fantastic game, although it plays better
They're
on the
gonna put a
PS3 because it was
dismantled
actually
warhead in
designed
the
with the
Metal Gear
PS3 in
TMD
mind.
missile module?
But the
Wrong.
PS3 ended up
From the
getting,
beginning, the
well,
purpose of
they
this
didn't want to wait
exercise was to
for the
test Metal
PS3,
Gear's
so they
nuclear
literally
launch
crammed it
capability
down into a
using dummy
PS2.
nuclear warhead.
Natively,
The
it's
terrorists are
supposed to
just
run in
continuing
60
what you
frames,
started.
720p,
No,
but they had to
you're
scale
wrong.
it down
I
because
heard
of
it
the
directly from your
PS2.
boss, Baker.
Great game,
No.
though, for sure.
A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker.
Callie, you.
Yeah.
I'm an absolute.
I was
unit.
never
What
told
a
exactly what they
fucking
armed
unit.
Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a
Yeah,
laser, and a
buddy.
railgun.
Don't ever do that again.
Ah.
I think we
railgun,
can't be
you
friends
said.
anymore.
Yeah. It
Oh,
uses
shit.
magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally
I'm just
developed
kidding, I
for
love
the
you.
SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in
It
miniaturizing
uses magnets
in
to
a joint
fire
venture
bullets
between
at
Armstech
extremely
and
high
Rivermore National
velocity.
Labs.
It
The
does.
railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Don't they
That's
come
all-
out with a
that
new
looks
game
so
function is
with
to
a new
launch
system every
nuclear
7 years?
missiles. You sure
Not
you're
necessarily.
forgetting something?
It was almost a
It's true,
decade.
Metal Gear has
Like
a
it
missile
was
module
almost a
on its back that
decade
can carry up to 8
between
missiles.
PS2 and.
Are you saying it was originally meant to
No, it
carry
was more than a
nuclear
decade
missiles?
between PS2 and the PS3. No, it wasn't. Less than a decade. It was almost a decade for the PS3 and PS4
Yeah.
release.
But that's not all, I think.
Because the
If
PS3
Metal
came
Gear
out in
fired only
06
standard
and
nuclear
the
missiles, then
4
they
came
should
out
already
in
have all the practical data they need.
14? 13?
No.
I think it was 13.
Could it be?
No.
PS4?
No, PS4 came out in 14. I was my freshman year in high school when it
swear-
came
Metal
out.
Gear's co-developer,
I swear it came out in
Livermore
15.
National Labs,
No.
was working on a new type of nuclear
I know
weapon.
Hold on.
Bloodborne came out in 15.
They were using
And
Nova
Bloodborne was,
Myth
like, not
laser
soon after
nuclear
the
fusion
PS4.
testing
Give me a
equipment
second, I
and
gotta think.
supercomputers.
Might have been late
They
14.
developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
You wanna just say it was late
Yes,
14?
But you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need
It'd have
actual
to have
launch
been
data.
When was my freshman year? I don't know. My
These are
freshman
some of
year,
the
it came out my
supercomputers.
freshman year because I got
you
one.
link
Yeah,
these, you can
Venom
test
just said
everything in a virtual
2014.
environment.
It had to have been
But
one of
it's
those
all
years
just
because I
through
got
the
it my
lab.
freshman year because
So
my
this
uncle said, you know, if you can
exercise
get
was
all
designed to
A's
test
in
the
your
real
your first semester of high school, he'd get me a
What did
PS4, and I'm like,
President do?
gotta get them A's,
The
boy.
terrorists launched that
Time
thing.
to study.
Damn.
Clicks up glasses.
I didn't have glasses at the time because my parents didn't
I'm
believe me
such
that
a
I was
fool.
basically blind.
It's all my fault.
Until my teachers like complained to my parents, like, yeah, he has a hard time seeing. So I'm like, yeah.
The truth
Yeah.
is,
I got them my
son
freshman year
father
though.
was part of
Pun.
the
Shut the
Manhattan
fuck
Project.
up.
He suffered with the guilt for the rest
Just
of
kidding,
his
but
life.
like I got them that year though. But at the
And my
time I didn't
father?
have them.
He was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb.
Now Venom says
God's
it's
got a sense of humor. all right.
2013. You know what? I could have literally just looked. Oh fuck! I could have literally just looked up, looked over at my Killzone Shadowfall case.
We must
'Cause
have
it has
curse
the
of
date on
nuclear
there, it was a
weapons
launch
written
title.
into our DNA.
Guggle.
Gaggle. Yeah, 2013. Shadowfall's case says 13,
I
and
used
it was
to
a
think
launch
that I
title
could
for
use
it.
science to help
A gaggle of
mankind.
geese. Isn't that what
The one that wound up
like
getting
a group
used
of
was
geese is
me.
called? A gaggle?
I don't.
Or am I
Using
making
science
that
to
up?
help
Yeah,
mankind.
PS3 came out in
Just in
2006.
movies.
It was almost a decade for that
That's
one.
enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal
Wait, did I
Gear?
fuck up?
Where on this base are they keeping it?
PS1 came out in I think 96.
Feels bad. Looks like I'm done speedrunning for the night.
Fail.
Rex is in the underground
I,
maintenance base,
Took the
I
controller.
Where's that?
north of the communications
Oh,
tower,
I know
but
what
it's a long way there.
The emergency
I was
override
fighting a
system
boss
for the
and one of its
detonation
tiny
code is there,
little
too.
embryos
Yeah,
that it
in the
puked out
maintenance
blocked the
base control
shot, so
room.
I missed and
You
I
better
ran out
hurry.
of ammo. So
If
I
they were
couldn't kill
planning
it.
a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished.
No,
And since they haven't
2006
called
to
for me in a few
13 is
hours,
not
they
a
must not
decade.
need me.
That's only 7
In other
years.
words, they must be
A
ready
decade's
to
10.
launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override
I don't
the
think any
launch,
of them.
we'll
That's
have
the
to
longest
destroy
lasting
Rex.
generation there was, though, because like from PS2 to PS1, PS1 to PS2, like 96 to 01.
I'll
I
show you
think
the way.
that was
gonna
only like
unmute
On that
6
leg of
years.
yours, you'll just slow me
Alright.
down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you.
I don't know what to do
I
now.
just need your brain.
I'm almost
I
done streaming
created
for the
Rex.
night.
It's my right, my duty
As soon
to
as this
destroy
cutscene's
him.
over.
On after you're done, or are you gonna get off?
I'll probably stay on for a few minutes,
If you
but
get a chance, try to escape. When the coast
I need
is
more
clear,
time
I'll
to
contact
stream
you
this
by
because there was
codec.
very little
How am
game
I supposed
going
to
on.
escape from an island?
So, Venom, if you want to wait till the end of this cutscene,
So what then?
I want you to
I'll
hide
let you go to
somewhere
bed.
and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
I'll give
Of
you
course I do.
permission.
I give you
Don't worry,
permission to
I've
sleep.
got this.
I give you Parmesan.
Parmesan cheese.
It's the same
Permission
stealth
cheese.
technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
I'm actually kind of tilted. That was a good run, Resident
Meryl,
Evil.
the engineer's
Hmm.
okay.
That's a
These
relief.
tiny ass
No.
little rocket
Look
baby
after
looking
him.
ass
Where are you
bitches.
now?
Just
Better
wait,
be-
Venom. I'm almost done. I promise. No.
They spotted me.
She said she's going to bed. Good night,
What
Venom.
happened?
It just so happens the
Something's
cutscene's
wrong.
almost over
Did you
anyway.
hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
I gotta find a better stream. Can we stop going into flashbacks?
Better stream times are early in the
Disguise?
morning.
She had such a cute
No, they're
way
not.
of walking.
Not during the
She
week.
wouldn't wiggle
Oh, like
her
in the
behind.
afternoon.
You were
Not in the.
really lucky.
Not during the
Well,
week.
she's got a
But
very
it's
cute
school.
During every
Wave
day.
walking, huh?
Like most days in general, because most people
Love
who are
you,
like
Venom.
dedicated stream viewers don't tend
If
to
she's
have
disguised
like.
as the enemy, you'll have to contact
What
her
was
when
it
she's
that
alone,
zoom in on
huh?
the ass?
There's only
It was
one
making
place
a
where we
point,
can
like
be sure
they
she's
can
by herself.
determine how she is a soldier
Where's
or
that?
not the
Don't be so
soldiers
tense.
because she's a female and her butt wiggles.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Here, Use this security card.
It's so stupid and
It's security level
stupid
4.
and even more stupid, but I mean,
This game is stupid.
I
You're
love
not
this
in
game.
pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay?
But it's
Nothing's
stupid. I
bothering
mean,
you?
look at just look at
wrong?
Snake.
Getting
He's
all
all young
friendly
and
all
has
of a
a
sudden.
bandana
No,
on.
nothing. I'm glad
He
you're
has
okay.
one in every
You're
game, you
strange.
fool.
I'm a little
Yeah, but I
nervous.
mean,
Everyone
later
else I
in
say
later
suddenly
games, he
dies.
developed a
It's bad
smoking
luck.
habit and just started
Get
to
it,
look like a
doctor.
prune.
Call me.
Well, that's
Otacon.
did you know the reason,
It
right?
stands for Otaku Convention.
Yeah, because
And
accelerated
No,
Otaku
don't
is
say
violent,
anything.
likes
We're
Japan
gonna
animation.
go through that.
Well, why'd you ask me then?
I asked you if you knew the reason. You could have said yes or no. You didn't have to explain.
Yes, I know the reason why
Still the
he
best in the
became
field of
prune.
robotics.
Prune.
Think Japanese cartoons played some part. in it?
Japan was the first
Did.
country to successfully make boot.
I didn't get
So this
into
is
science
actually
to make nuclear
a
weapons.
game another game that Kojima
That's
made,
what all scientists
Police
say.
Knots.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in
Shut
the
up.
Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
Look at them bots go. In awe at
Alright,
the speed
we have
of
to
those
take
lads.
responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest
My
weapons
God,
of mass destruction
much
were created by
exposition.
scientists who
This
wanted to
game
be
is just an
famous.
exposition dump.
That's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure, I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out
Yes,
of the
we
armor
get
in
it,
a mess
Otacon.
hall.
You have
If
stealth
need ammo or
camouflage.
rations,
Stop.
Just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
Cool. It's over. You can go to bed now. Gonna save because I need sleep myself.
Snake does an old
I don't
Chinese-
care about your Chinese proverbs, May.
I don't understand.
Sorry, I was.
So, dude, so many people decide. I don't know why people decided to message me. Like,
Go to bed, Venom. Have a good night.
why did like all my friends decide to start messaging me when I had streamer mode on? Like, when I can't get notifications, I get like 20 messages.
Fun. Solid. Back. Alright, there we go. Bleh. Gonna raid what we're doing, lads.
I left the raid.
What a fool.
I don't like getting random